Do not buy altcoins with the intent of selling them later to get more Bitcoin. People are constantly trying to do this. They're constantly failing and they're constantly ending up with less Bitcoin rather than more Bitcoin. It's always the same. People come to me and they're like, Joel, this coin of whatever, it's something different every time. It's XRP, it's Solana, it's Sui, it's Cardano, it's Dogecoin, Shiba Inu. This coin is going to go up faster than Bitcoin. So if I buy this coin, then I sell it after it goes up, then I'll have more money to buy Bitcoin. Don't do it. You've heard it said a million times, you can't time the market. Every investment book will tell you that you can't time the market. Every investor will tell you, do not time the market. You can't time the market. It doesn't work. Don't try it. Don't do it. So buying crypto tokens with the intent of selling them before they crash to zero is timing the market. Now, people come to me and they're like, no, because I'm just going to buy them now. I'm like, wait, you're buying them now because you think now's a good time to buy them. Well, yeah. I'm like, that's timing the market. Okay. They're like, no, but I'm buying them now and then I'm going to sell them when they peak before they go back down. I'm like, how is that not timing the market? You're timing the market getting in, you're timing the market getting out. Now, with Bitcoin, it's simple. You just buy it as soon as you can and hold on to it as long as possible. You're not trying to cash out a Bitcoin at a specific time because Bitcoin in the long term just goes up. Obviously, it goes up and down on its way up, but in the long term, it goes up. No investor will ever tell you that you should invest in things that you think are going down, but that you think are going to go up before they go down, and that you're going to be the lucky guy that buys it and then sells it before it goes down. Guess what? Right now, if you buy that token, you're buying it from somebody who thinks it's going to go down on you. The person before you is smarter than you because they are dumping the trash token on you and they're buying Bitcoin. Now you're thinking, yeah, but I'm going to buy it from them and I'm going to ride it higher. And then I'm going to dump it on some other unsuspecting fool and then I'll have more Bitcoin. No, you won't. It's not going to work. It never works. You cannot time the market. You can't time the market with stocks. You can't time the market with bonds. You can't time the market with commodities. Don't do that. Do not buy anything that you know is not valuable with the intent of dumping it on someone else and using the proceeds to buy Bitcoin. Now, can it work in the near term? Anything can work in the near term. Just like at a casino, the vast majority of people win before they lose it all. They don't win long term. They win just enough to whet their appetite and make them convinced that they can time the market, that they get lucky with slot machines, that they have a special eye or skill for blackjack. And no, if you stay at it, you're going to lose. And everybody's convinced that they're going to know just the right time to sell because it's going to feel high. That's what they think. They're like, I'm going to buy these tokens now and I'm going to sell them when they feel high. Nobody knows what high is. Once upon a time, $35,000 for Bitcoin felt high. Later on, $65,000 felt high. Then $92,000 felt high. Right now, $119,000 Bitcoin hovering just below 120,000 feels high to somebody. And then they sell it and then they look back in the future and Bitcoin's $1 million and they're sad they sold it. So don't do it. You cannot time the market with stocks, bonds, commodities, or Bitcoin or anything else. Humans cannot time markets. And because you cannot time markets, you do not know that now is a good time to buy your favorite trash token that's eventually going to zero. And simultaneously, you do not know when the best time to sell that junk token is and get out before it goes to zero. If you're buying things you don't believe in, if you are buying things you know are not valuable, and you're hoping to dump them on someone else, it's called the greater fool theory. The greater fool is, I'm a fool, and I know I'm buying this thing like a fool, but there's a greater fool who I'm going to sell to. If you are exercising the greater fool theory in your investing, you are the greater fool because you are the person getting dumped on by the person before you. And the people who think that way and the people who act that way generally are the last fool in line. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to lose your money immediately. It means your favorite trash crypto token, look, it might go up 10 or 15%. It might go up 30%. And then somehow it eventually goes down 50% and you lose it all and you end up with less Bitcoin. It is one of the many, many, many ways to end up with less Bitcoin. Don't borrow against your Bitcoin. You'll end up with less Bitcoin. Don't leverage your Bitcoin in creative ways. Don't loan your Bitcoin to anyone. Don't try to get yield on your Bitcoin. None of those things work. You're like all the people who, they gave their money to BlockFi, Celsius, and Voyager because they were promising a 10% yield on the Bitcoin, and then poof, all the Bitcoin went away. It worked great until they lost all the Bitcoin. All these strategies work great until the point they suddenly don't work great. And if you think, well, it's going to go up, and then I'm going to, as soon as it starts going down, I'm going to sell it before it goes down. Guess what? It's going to go down a little bit, and then you're going to sell it, and then it's going to start going up again, and then you're going to buy back in at a higher price because you're like, oh, the party wasn't over. There's still greater fools in the market. I'm going to, buy back in. So you sell on a dip, you buy back in at a higher price, and then it dips, and you sell again, and you lose money. It happens all the time. It's been happening for as long as markets have been alive, and as long as markets have been alive, there's been some greater fool that thinks they can pull it off. Don't do it. It's not going to work for you. Doesn't work for anyone else. Buy Bitcoin, sit on it for as long as conceivably possible. Don't be dumb with your money. Don't be dumb with your Bitcoin. Do what smart people do. They buy Bitcoin and they hold on to it for as long as conceivably possible. Have a great day.